I love this. This is great. There hasn't been, what he's saying is there hasn't been a woman present because, and now we'll let him explain why. This is his opinion, not mine. The opinions of this guy does not represent the opinions of this channel, just to let you know. Hello, I'm Dwight Gillespie. Today, we are doing a Steve Wilkos, and it's a lie detector, which I love. I love the lie detectors. Of course, these are not, admissible in court for a reason, but they are pretty accurate at times. Anyway, we have a good one for you today. And without any further ado, we'll get to it. There we go.
Well, living with Ashley is basically like living with a cop. Yeah, she treats me like I'm a damn criminal.
A criminal? She treats him like a criminal. I wonder if she has a reason. Let's find out.
Put me on under the interrogation, under the light. My girlfriend Ashley is always accusing me of cheating.
I wonder why. You watch, because it's just a feeling I get, you know?
Being with another female, don't trust me, and being insecure. I am not cheating on her, period.
I believe him too.
Every day she's constantly interrogating me, going through my phone, saying who I done spoke to, asking me about specific numbers, and then checking the times and date that I've been.
See, I got to tell you, and we've talked about this before, you know, it's insanity. And why people would even be willing to live like this is beyond me. Like, I really have, you know, I mean, I did it. I did it for a long time. That living with that scrutiny it's insane, man, because there's nothing you can do. Like there's never a point where they're going to be satisfied with it. Because if you're living with either an insecure person or a person that you've given reason for this insecurity, right? There's a reason for it. There's a reason, right? But even so, living under that kind of pressure and that kind of scrutiny, you know, of having to hand over your phone to somebody, having them sniff your private parts and all this other stuff. That's insanity. Why would you live like that? Why? Anyway, let's watch. So I feel for him. I got to be honest, because look, if you're that insecure, if you don't trust me that much, then let's just call it a day. Let's get the out of this, you know, because this is just, you know, how can you live like this? You're a prisoner in your own life. Like you're a prisoner of your life. And that's just
on the phone with that person. If we together side by side, and if I see somebody that knows me that she doesn't know, that's not a family member, she asking have I had sex with them.
I've been through that too. Have you her? Do you want to her? Do you want to her? Mm-hmm. Well, what is this, an offer? What are we doing here? But no, but that whole insane, and I tell the story real quick, right? We're on a train. I think it was 89th Street, right? And on a platform waiting for the local because, you know, it's a local stop. We're at a museum. The museum, I think it was a Metropolitan Museum of Art, if I'm not mistaken. One of those, whatever it was. We're waiting for the local train, and the express goes by, right? And I'm just sitting there because I'm kind of, I'm just wild. My face is going like this, right? And the train, I see the red lights down the tracks like that, right? And I'm just standing there, and I look over, and there's my girl standing there, right, on the platform. I'm like, what? And she says, you want to her? You want to that? I'm like, what? What are you talking about, you psycho person, you? It's like the on the train. I saw you looking at it. The on the train went through at 40 miles an hour. What? Like, I'm like, you're out of your mind. And I stayed in that. For another 10 years. Like, and it was hell on earth. Like, it was hell on earth. If you're living in that situation, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to get better. There's only one cure for that. Get the out. It's like an Amityville Horror when I get out. Listen, right? Like Eddie Murphy said it, right? Oh, look, the kids are having it on the swing. Get out. Too bad we got to leave. You know, like, and that's it. It's worse than a horror movie. I'd rather live in a possessed house than live with that kind of script. Because that's at least a possessed house. You go out for dinner, you're away from the house. You don't have to worry about the ghosts, right? When you're living with a person like that, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, they're on you like stink on and it's just impossible to live that way. Let's continue. You see where I'm falling, what side I'm falling on already. And this woman, and I don't know if you saw her, but she's very attractive. She's an attractive woman. That doesn't matter. My ex, she was very, very pretty, real pretty woman. Incomprehensible that she could be so insecure. Anyway, let's go.
Just totally crazy.
Yeah, look, she's very attractive.
And then I come out the shower one day, and she noticed scratches on my back, so she think I'm sleeping with another female. So once in a while, every now and then, when I come in the house, she make me take off my shirt, standing me up under the light, trying to check for scratches.
Yo.
She smelled me before when I came in to see it. She told me I smelled like, said she smelled me in my private area.
This girl got down on her hands and knees, and not for a good purpose. She got down, she didn't even want to do a little. She's down there to sniff his to see if he smells like another woman's. That's just sad. People, oh God. And this poor woman living like this. Like, how do you live like that?
Or whatnot before, it's just getting unbearable. And I want to know if
it's getting unbearable. See, and that's what it's getting unbearable. This is getting real rough. She's sniffing your son. It's time to leave.
If you always constantly accusing me, I feel like you're doing something.
Why not?
You're gonna drag me all the way to Stamford, Connecticut to see if I'm cheating or whatnot. I need to know if you're cheating too. I don't trust women. That's why.
Fair's fair.
You notice there haven't been a woman president because no.
I love this. This is great. There hasn't been. What he's saying is there hasn't been a woman president because, and now we'll let him explain why. This is his opinion, not mine. The opinions of this guy does not represent the opinions of this channel, just to let you know.
But they're kind of gullible. You know, they get mad quick, they hit the hot button, they wear their emotions on their sleeves.
Yeah. Women aren't president because they're kind of gullible and they wear their emotions on their sleeves. I wonder why this guy has such a hard time with relationships. He's just so broad-minded. Anyway.
And they can just go and be hasty and make the wrong decision.
That's it. The hasty
sat at the round table before I even been here and knew the ways of a woman, and I'm going through that. So I just want her to be submissive.
He just wanted her to be submissive. Baby. Look, all you got to do for us to get along is cook my dinner, have sex with me when on demand, and let me whoever I want, and leave me alone when I go out alone. Just be submissive. Just do what I tell you to do, and we're going to get along great. I wonder why they're having a hard time in this relationship. Oh, God.
Learn, and be delicate.
She looks pissed, man.
I'm not getting.
Man, all the times they showed this girl, by the way, she hadn't smiled once. So she's just not happy, and she's pretty, like she's a really attractive woman. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I'm not getting it. I love Ashley. I want this to work.
Sure.
I want us to raise our son.
Yeah, like I said, he wants it to work on his terms. And this is, we talk about this too. Like, look, givers always find takers, takers always find givers, right? But the givers, in this case, this young lady here, she's a giver, but she wants something in return. All she wants is to be loved and to be in a trust. You're not. So you're both kind of sick in this relationship, and it's not going to work because they're both waiting for the other one to change, right? He's waiting for her to become this submissive person that lets him just do whatever the he wants. Good luck with that, pal. And if you find that woman, let me know if she's got a sister, because I got to tell you something. That sounds like a pretty good deal. But and she wants him to become a faithful guy who comes home all the time and that she can absolutely trust. And I don't think, it doesn't sound like it's in her nature to trust somebody. She sounds very insecure. She's probably been burnt in the past, maybe been burnt by him. We're going to hear her story next, right? Because this is just his side of it. And I know there's another side. And I'm not saying she's not justified in this. What I am saying is that living like this is hell on earth. Who the wants to live like this? Life is rough enough without that bullshit adding that to you. You'd be better off, marrying your hand for the rest of your life than to deal with this. Certainly, there are new toys and things out on the market that could replace this guy. Christ, Anyway, let's go.
Son and our daughter, we got 2 kids together.
2 kids.
I want our relationship to flourish.
Children having children.
It's hard to do that when she's smothering it.
Smothering it. She's smothering it. I'm sure he's done nothing to warrant any of this.
Even proper sunlight.
Yeah, he's got all this southern wisdom too. I love it.
I feel like I'm not getting
what it is, baby. What it is, baby.
Persecuted and accused in a relationship.
Being persecuted. Oh, yeah. I can see he brought his cross to the show with him just to show everybody.
Like that.
Nail myself up. And now here's the other side of the story.
My boyfriend's cheating on me.
She knows
We've
it.
been together for about 3 years.
She really is pretty.
Official for the last 2. We have 2 beautiful kids together.
2 kids in 2 years.
Started about 7 months.
Now listen, they've been together 3 years. They got 2 kids. And what does that tell you? She got knocked up about 4 months into this relationship. And this is another thing we talk about. Women. I'm talking to you out there. I'm talking to you. Don't be giving it away to guys that you can't trust and that aren't going to be responsible. You know, on my website, DwightGillespieAuthor.com, right? You can look. I wrote it. It's one of my blogs. It's a checklist before committing, and it's on there. And it's things that you can make sure that these guys have this. I'm not saying you can't have sex, right? That's up to you. Protect yourself. Use birth control. Do something. Don't leave it up to him. He ain't give a shit. You know, a lot of guys, they don't care. Listen, it's okay to make sure that the guy that you have unprotected sex with has a job, is secure. If he has children, he's taking care of them, right? It's okay to wait a while before you have this unprotected sex with him. 4 months into a relationship, you don't even know this guy yet. You don't know him. You have no idea what he's really like. You're still his representative. You're still the guy that he needs to be in order to you, right? It's after that part that you start to find out who this person really is. And you're allowed to ask questions before you make that commitment. Because believe it or not, folks, and maybe I'm old-fashioned, but women, your body is precious. You should all be treated like princesses. You really should. And as such, you have every right to demand that the men that you sleep with are good men, that they're good men. You can't complain about this shit. Listen, honey, you sat down and you made a baby with this guy before you even knew him, and then you made another one. It's not like one day she figured out that he was an untrustworthy person. She's probably never trusted him from day one. And here she is complaining. You can't complain about it now. It's just like, oh, look, the horses are out of the barn. Let's close the door. You know, it don't work that way. There's another old metaphor, right? Anyway, let's see. And again, she's very attractive. You know, she's nice.
Months ago, we recently moved to another city where he had to move away from his job. And he has to get on the bus at a certain time to make it home in time. About in February, he started to be on Facebook a lot. He's talking to different females, random females. He said that he's homegirl or they friends. But I asked him to unfriend him. He did. So he say, I'm in the hospital having my second child, and I go on Facebook, and he's talking to the girl. The girl seems to be upset because he's not, I guess, nowhere to be found. He's not talking to her. So he's, I see that he's apologetic, and he said he's sorry, and he love her.
And where are you reading this? Like,
it's like...
So she's going, like Sherlock Holmes here, she's going over every single text that this guy sends on his Facebook. And again, if you have to do that, people, get out of the relationship. If you have so little trust that this guy can't be friends with any women, he can't look at any women, he can't talk to any women, he can't be around any women, he can't think about any women. Looking, it's insane. I was with a person who literally, she wanted me to walk down. She said, why do you have to smile at everybody? Why you got to be so friendly? I'm a friendly guy. Like, I'm always upbeat. It's my personality. I'm a cynic, but I'm always upbeat. I'm a pretty positive guy. And I say hello to people. I live in New York City, right? And it's an anomaly here. Because I say hi to people on the street. Hey, how you? If people catch my eye, I say hello. And she said, what the you doing that for? They're going to think you I said, I don't care what people think. I said, it makes people feel good sometimes. Sometimes they don't give a But sometimes you catch somebody and they look like they're having a bad day. You say, hey, how you doing? How are you? Have a great day. And it makes them smile. You make people feel good. Like, I like that. I that's the way I am. You know, it doesn't, she thinks it makes you soft. It don't make me soft. It just makes me human, you know? She wanted me to walk around, head down, no smile, as miserable as she was. That's what she wanted. Is to be miserable. Be miserable. That's the way to go through life. That. And I was miserable for a long time. That made me miserable. Living like this made me miserable. Anyway.
Like they on.
At this rate, we'll never get through
I got access to his Facebook through my phone.
Right.
She's got access to his Facebook through her phone. Yeah, Inspector Clouseau over here.
He's on Facebook, and I see them as they messaging each other.
Okay.
And he telling her he love her. I mean, I don't understand.
I remember this thing when I was a kid. It was called Total Control Racing. And it always whenever I hear this Total Control Racing, like this woman has to control every aspect of this man's life. Holy
don't know guys that tell their friends they love her. Do you tell your friends you
I'm
love
not on Facebook.
Thank
I
you.
tell my friends I love them.
Thank you.
No, I do. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Nobody in a relationship should ever be on Facebook again because I declared it. I tell my friends I love them. All right, let's finish this.
Yeah.
And she's so satisfied that Steve's not on Facebook.
And I don't tell anybody unless they're my mother or my wife or my daughter that I love them. So
Oh, say, because he's
After the
closed off
incident,
too.
I asked him about it. He said that's
And
just
she
his
feels
friend
good about that.
swears.
Good.
It's
We both
nothing.
hate people.
He
You know,
just-
like, that's
he
great.
didn't say the way he spelled "love you" is determines how he meant it. And,
how do you spell it?
Lovevya. I
Love you.
Love.
I love you. What did I say? I love you. I didn't say, oh, I want to you. You know, like, no. Hey, I love you. Hey, that's it. That to me is better than I love you, right? He spelled it Luvya. Love you. That's what you would say. It's innocuous, right? It's just it's casual.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, so that means that's just
Get out
like
of it.
friendship love.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Look, he's
And then I started noticing in the mornings he'll have scratches on his back.
yeah. I started noticing.
He said he's skin sensitive.
In my inspections, I noticed that you have scratches on your back. Where did you get them?
These in particular scratches was a little deeper and a little more. It was like 3 claws.
3 claws.
Like position
Was he
right here on his back.
cats?
How
Right
you
in the
get to
middle.
him? I asked him to try
Eagle
to
talons.
show me how he's made the scratches.
He said he made them.
He about to broke his arm just to scratch.
That is funny. He about broke his arm just to show that he can touch back there. I can reach it.
Is he affectionate towards you?
Not really, I guess, because we argue
But how
a
can
lot.
yeah, exactly. How can you be affectionate with somebody who is constantly accusing you of Oh yeah, baby. After you're done sniffing my crotch, let me give you a nice big kiss because I love you.
About him cheating.
About him cheating, about his lies. Like he said, the girl was his homegirl he went to school with. Come to
his
find
homegirl?
out, they never went to school together.
Come to find
They
out.
used
Kind of
date.
find out. And all my
He
inspecting.
just lie. He's a
So these are
compulsive
things you
liar.
discovered.
Compulsive.
after
Of course
said
he
they were
is.
friends, that they actually
Because he's got no choice but to lie to you. Because if he tells you the truth, you drag him
And now
up.
he's saying
Steve
that
Wilkos.
you accuse him so much that you might be cheating.
No, I'm not cheating.
Nah.
Oh, you see, now the way you just said that, I think
No,
you're
no,
cheating.
no. I would
It seems
bet
like you
anything
did
she's
that.
not.
No, I'm not cheating.
Because she's got to
I
be
mean,
superior
because
to him. You
I
know,
honestly-
she's
I
better than
understand
he
where he's
is.
coming from because
Yeah.
I used to have an ex that did the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I give him the benefit of the
But you
doubt.
don't cheat on him.
But I do not cheat because I want to be with him.
What about the scratches on your back?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, show them how you got them scratches right here. Right here. Right there.
I can
Scratch-
reach right
scratch
there,
there.
see?
Scratch right here.
Yeah, he fine.
look, I can reach right there.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank
He scratches
you.
back.
So you caused your own scratches on your back?
Why would I be with a female and let her scratch my back?
That right-
I'm not doing that.
My man
That's
has a
not gonna
point.
happen. Why
Right.
would I let a female put a hit?
Hey, he's not stupid. I'm not gonna let the mark me up. Nah. Bad enough she got a on my junk. You know?
I mean, I go home to her. That's not
The
happening.
same reason why you on Facebook telling the girl you love her. Same
Man,
reason.
that's friendship
Same reason.
type stuff.
That ain't no
She
friendship.
don't
You
want
don't
me
tell
talking
nobody
to no
else that.
female. If I'm not if we're not related, I can't have no dealings with her.
Yeah.
If we together walking down the street and somebody knows me and don't know her and they speak to me, she gonna ask, "Oh, you done had sex with her? What's going on with y'all? You don't hear her before?" If I don't had sex,
Is he, like, say,
And what if he had? Are you a virgin? Are you both virgins? Did you come in? You know, there might be, especially, and not for nothing, and not to be, you know, it sounds like they maybe are from a small southern town with the draws that they have on them, right? There's chances are that they're going to run into people that want, you know, one or both, you know, like that they had sex with other people. I mean, Jesus Christ.
is he totally off base here? Are you maybe a little
Insane. Say it, insane.
jealous, insecure?
I mean, I might be a little bit.
Might be a little bit. It's like the October 29th, 1929, the market had a slight downturn. It crashed. I think it was October 29th. I'm not sure. I think it was the 29th. It was in 1929. Anyway, I'm getting off the subject.
Relationship with Dolores. Have you had sexual contact
No, I bet
with
anything. No.
any
No.
other men besides him?
No.
And she said no. Since being in a relationship with Dolores,
She just
Have you had
tortures
sexual
one man at a
intercourse
time. It's, you know, it
any
takes a
other
lot of her
man
time. It takes a lot of time to really torture a guy properly. She doesn't want to divert her attention.
besides him? And she said no. And the results for both those questions came back the same. and they came back that Ashley told the truth. Should I read them?
Look at him. Look at him. Look.
Really?
Yo. My man lied. Like you can see it all over his face. He's like, this ain't gonna go well. We don't hope. I love this. I love it. Cause he know he's busted. He knows it.
Yeah.
Sure, go ahead, Steve. Really? What the get this over with. Look at him. He was so hoping that she around on him. You could see it. Like if the. All right, here we
Doris,
go.
I got a bad feeling here.
See, I like this guy. He's nice. He's all right.
That itch in my back.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And she's ready. Look at how smug she is. So I know this motherfucker lied. I don't even know why you're here. Like, why bother? Why bother being here? What sense does any of this make? Just get out. And then what if they go?
First, we gave you a lie detector test, and we asked you, while being in a relationship. Ooh, look at even Rob's getting ready.
Rob's the guy that breaks up the fights.
Even he's got no faith in this, man.
Is she ready to go?
That's bad.
She's pretty.
That's a bad sign. We asked Dolores, while being in a relationship with Ashley, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman?
Not a
She
chance.
said no. Since moving in with Ashley 2 years ago, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman besides Ashley?
Perish the
He
thought.
said no. And to those two questions, he did not tell the truth.
Look, ooh, she got that mad look. She already knew it. I don't understand these people getting so upset. You already knew it. That's why you're here. How can you be shy? And she had that. You see that? It's great.
Been with? Who you been
I ain't
with?
been with
Who
nobody.
you been with?
Been with?
Everybody.
Who you been with?
Everybody.
Who you been with?
Everybody.
Who you been with?
I think they did it wrong.
Why do women have to know that? Like guys do too. All right. Why do people have to know that? Like, what are you going to do with this information? Nothing. And I always love when they say too, when women do this more than men, that she's a home wrecker. That one, she's a home. The home wrecker is the one that made the commitment to you and around on you. That's the home wrecker. The home wrecker isn't the other woman. Most of the time, the other woman don't even know he got a woman. Anyway, look how angry she is. And she can stop all that anger right now and let it go. Let it go. Just by leaving. Get the out. What are you doing? Look how angry. Being that angry. Some people love that drama, though. They do. Some people really thrive on that. And she looked like she's the type of person who thrives on it. She with a man she knew was cheating on her. She knew this. Gonna inspect him every day and cause drama and fight. Why? For what? You're gonna die young, man. That ain't good for you. It's unhealthy. Stop it.
Oh, man. At first, I
Look,
left her alone and went back to my ex.
Yeah, that's what it must be.
Hey, Andrew,
Over
Yeah.
five, girl, I put
You
this
lied. 2. You lied. 3.
You lied.
One little chick when we first
One little chick. One little chick.
faithful to you,
Who
though.
though? Who though?
Honey.
Who?
Nah.
Man,
Who ca-
anyway,
Who?
man.
Not anyway. Who? I knew it. You. Oh, I swear to God. I
Black
swear to
women, I
God.
love
Hey,
you.
man.
I do.
Yeah, you had-
Yo, she ain't taking that. I love
Well,
that.
let it be over
It
with
is
then,
over
man.
with, bro.
Yeah.
Trust
No,
me.
really.
Trust
Hold
me.
on. That's what you want.
No, that ain't what I
That
want.
is what you
I
get.
love-
That's what you get.
He already said what he wanted. He wanted her to be submissive and let her anybody he wants. He already stated that in the beginning. Make sure my dinner done when I come home.
Forget your love. I can find better love. What you
You
talking about?
can.
Since we got back in a committed relationship, cause see, I went
Let's
back
put
to my
my shoes
ex.
back on.
I
Yeah,
went back
you know
to my
what
ex
happened
and-
with
But
that.
question
and then
3, while being in a relationship with Ashley, while being
Wait, Steve gonna go over it. Wobby, we were very clear about this, bro. This wasn't that happened before you were together. While being in a relationship with Ashley.
in a relationship with her, have you engaged in any sexual activity with more than 5 other women?
5.
And you did
So
not
who
tell
else
the
is it?
truth.
Who else?
Ain't no other
Who
woman.
else? You
5,
lied about
maybe
one.
4,
know, like,
3
ain't
at the
no
most.
women.
So either you walk out with Dolores that door or you walk out on your own.
Wait, Steve didn't even finish the sentence.
Sorry, man.
Gone. And listen, I give her props for that because leave. But and this comes down to it again. Like, what are you doing in the first place? And she's going to get into a same kind of relationship again. You run from guy to guy like that, and you're so expecting it. Take some time off, learn about yourself, gain some self-esteem, and you'll get a guy with more self-esteem. Let me tell you something, and I talk about him, the late, great Kevin Samuels, God rest his soul. I was a big fan. I'm a fan of him. And he's a very controversial guy, but, and it's across the board too, but you're going to get what you give. This is what you're going to attract. When you go into all that drama and all that bullshit, that's what you're going to get a guy like that. That's what you get, And she does. Look, she's an attractive woman. She sounds very intelligent, whatever, like she sounds like she got her shit together. She's probably working a hard job, right? And doing all of these things. She deserves a better man. She's right about that. But if what you do is you set yourself up for that and you have no trust and you give that, this is what you're going to get. And it's the same with him. Like, you keep around on women. What do you expect a woman not to be crazy with you? Look what you're doing. How can you treat somebody? How can you treat a female that way and expect her to not be nuts over it? Like, that's what's going to happen. But both of these people are going to keep seeking these same people out, right? You say you'll be in the same relationship for the rest of your life. It's just that they'll have different faces and names so you can tell them apart. But they'll be the same people. And until you learn to grow and you learn to change, right? That's a big part of it. But a 4 will always get a 4, a 7 will always get a 7, a 10 will always get a 10, because that's what you do, and you don't settle for less, right? Because that's where you are. But if this is what you're looking for, God bless you. This is it. This is the end. And my name is Dwight. You know how I feel about this stuff. Join us in the next one. We'll have another one for you real soon. Keep tuning in. Like, subscribe, share it with your friends. And please make your comments below, right? People think of me what they will, and that's fine too. I don't mind that. Write whatever you want. It's fine. I love, and I'll respond to all of it. I promise. All right. Until next time, be well. Have a great week. Thanks for listening. Bye.